Week 1, 217. Week 2, 217. Week 14, 214. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Another banger. Now, this could be a disclaimer. If you suffer from eating disorders or anything like that, this is not the video for you, because I am not promoting any healthy habits because of the shenanigans we're about to get into, okay? But that's the disclaimer. So my brothers participated in this thing called Ramadan. So Ramadan is a traditional holiday celebrated by, I believe, Muslims, right? You could do your own research on that. This is not what this video is about. But so every year, my brothers have participated in not eating during the day, but instead in that nighttime, to kind of discipline themselves in making sure that they're not just consuming things just because. So they participated, I think, the last 2 years. And this year I wanted to participate because I was like, you know what, girl? We could do the gym, but when it comes to diet, that's the area that we really struggle with. So I was like, let me join them this year by, I already participated in doing intermediate fasting, which worked for a while. But when my schedule would change based on work, then my intermediate fasting didn't work as well, right? Because intermediate fasting has to work around your schedule for it to work. So once that was thrown off, I was thrown off, okay? So I was like, this could be a nice little challenge to see if there are any results at the end of it, because for 30 days, I'll only be eating at nighttime. So technically, I would be fasting throughout the whole day. So I was like, this is going to be so cool because I don't have to say like, oh, I eat at 12 or I eat at 1 p.m. Instead, as soon as the sun goes down, I can eat. Right? Now, if you wake up early enough before the sun rises, you can also have breakfast and things like that. But for me, I'm not really a breakfast person. So realistically, what it's going to look like for me is that I'll be having dinner essentially, right? Right. Okay, so now that you guys kind of understand what this diet is all about, I don't even know how I'm gonna title this. I think I might just do intense intermediate fasting, eating for 4 hours a day, something like that. We'll see what it looks like. But anyways, let's get into it. Oh my goodness, it's getting warm in here. When you first get on this diet, like your body is kind of relearning what our eating schedule is. Because initially I would eat, at noon, because I'm not a breakfast person. I would normally eat around 12, maybe 11, and then have dinner later on. Or when I come home from work, I would have a small snack or something, then have dinner later on. That was the schedule. So going from all day of not eating and then waiting at nighttime, it was difficult. It was difficult. If I have a clip, instead of clip of me at work, and it was 10 a.m. and my stomach was growling. Right? We not eating until 6 p.m., babes. You gotta chill out because we are not eating until 6 p.m. So what you're gonna need to do is be mature and stop growling before, somebody comes in and they hear my stomach growling, because that is hella embarrassing, okay? So it was really difficult on my body to really adapt to that schedule, but slowly, like I could go throughout the day to where I wasn't eating at the exact, as soon as the sun set, it wasn't that I was eating, right? As soon as the sun set, I didn't have my food already, the aromas in the apartment just smelling good, like I'm ready to eat. The longer I was in this diet, literally, it was not something that I was that conscious of. Like, yes, the sun was set, but if I was working on something, I'll continue working on that thing. And then once I finished it, then I would have my meal. So instead of having my meal like at 6:30 when the sun goes down, sometimes I would have a meal at 7, sometimes 7:30. And another thing I realized is that as I've like kind of gotten older, my appetite has kind of diminished, right? I don't have as big of an appetite that I used to. So at this evening, when I would have food or have my dinner, I would feel full, right? But there's something about me. I'm not full until I have a dessert. And with this diet, it got the best of me, because I started to think that like, hey, we're just eating at nighttime. All this food is gonna digest by the time I have the next round. Now, let's think about that next round, babes. So if you're gonna sit here and eat 3,000 calories in one sitting, yes, it's going to digest, but that 3,000 calories now is going to be sitting inside. Do you get what I mean? It's going to be sitting inside and not going anywhere. And then you're going to go ahead and add another 300, right? And then during this time, I wasn't really like focusing on exercise, because I didn't want to like push myself from focusing on the diet. I wanted to do one thing at a time because that's always how I can do. I can never do two things at the same time where I could do diet and exercise. Literally, I documented, like I would take pictures and stuff whenever I would go to the gym to kind of keep myself accountable. I went to the gym for like 16 weeks straight. And yes, my body looked toner and things like that. Slightly, because I could show my little abs. Because guys, we all have abs. It's just on top of all the fat. It's just on top of all the fat, right? That's what we're trying to get rid of, all the fat, so that the abs can, protrude and be out there and, be cute. So we can be laid on the beach, on the pool, like, these are the goals here, okay? So I'm trying to get rid of all this, but I could never do like diet and exercise together. So I realized I've never done like a strict diet, like really, really strict, aside from the intermediate fasting, to where I could really push my body to see if I really do change the way I eat or the windows I eat, if it could really make a difference, right? That is a big push for this diet, which is, I was also really proud of myself because there were really, really hard days, but I pushed through and I really appreciated that because once I seen that 214, I got so excited because it was like, wow, like, oh my God, there's a change. And then again, guys, I had been working out prior to this and I hadn't seen a couple of people in a while. And when they would see me, they'd say, oh my God, you look slimmer, you look slimmer. And then in my head, I'm just like, it's not Ramadan. Girl, you've been doing that Ramadan for 3 weeks. Let's be so for real. But yeah, so people would tell me that my face was looking slimmer. But again, whenever I would go on the scale, again, it would just say a really high number that didn't reflect how I felt like I was working. Hence why, again, I pushed myself into this diet, right? So we went from 217 to 14. Like, yes, I'm excited. Everything's going appropriately. And like, I was really, really excited, especially since I became a little more cautious. And I wanted to, week 3, I kind of wanted to start implementing gym because I know if I implemented the gym, right, it could like skyrocket my results because then at that point I'm exercising and I'm eating good. That didn't work out, guys. Like, I probably went to the gym 3 times during the month. Like, you know what? I even closed my membership because I told myself, if you do not go to the gym for 3 consecutive days, close the membership. Close the membership. You don't need it. You don't need it. Because I do have a gym at my apartment that works just fine. It has all the equipment that I need. So I was like, we don't need both. So I told myself, if I don't go to the gym in 3 days, like 3 days in a row, right? Then you don't really want to be there. And that's how I ended up closing my gym membership. So aside from that, I have a gym at my apartment, very convenient. So I could go work out, and it's 24 hours. So I could go work out whenever I really want. So when I did try to implement working out as well, it did not work because I didn't want to stress. Again, I did not want to stress myself out. My main goal was to go 30 days of eating at sunset, eating at nighttime, right? If the Africans heard this, they would say witchcraft, okay? But no, this is women in STEM. This is women in STEM. I'm trying to do the science of like, okay, if the sun is down, then, nobody's really watching what everybody's doing, right? So you can have the food and nobody will know that you're eating, right? But as soon as the sun is up, make sure you're only having water. Because another thing during this diet, I did start consuming a lot of water because I do not drink enough water on a regular basis. It doesn't matter that I live in Arizona and we reach 120. I am not a water drinker because water, it's not delicious. It's not fun, right? And with the intermediate fasting, or with this Ramadan diet, you can't add anything into the water because it's no longer pure, right? It's no longer pure. So that's why it's like, I do not like the taste of water. But whenever my stomach would growl, I would drink water because I was like, hey, at least you're getting something. You're getting something in there. That's all that matters, okay? But anyways, let's get into my results, okay? So week 1, 217. Week 2, 217. Week 14, 214, okay? Week 4, 217. We went right back where we started. Can you imagine? Because again, guys, the overindulge. I was so disappointed. I was like, because I knew I was gonna like come here and talk about my results because this was all we fasted from February 17th to March 17, right? I was like, this is going to be so amazing. My body's going to look so great. I'm going to come back and tell you guys all about it, how my experience was, encourage you guys to kind of try it out. It did not work for me. It did not work for me. Because I don't know what it is, but it did not work for me. But from those results, I was motivated into thinking like, wow, you actually went 30 days of being consistent with a specific restriction. I was really proud of myself because like I've never in my life have done something like that, right? Something that wasn't for academics, something that wasn't for family, something that wasn't for a friend, that's something that was for me, where I spent 30 days dedicated to my diet, making sure that I'm consuming at a specific time, right? And it was difficult because my work environment sometimes will buy us food. I had another situation where I was around people all day and we were going to restaurants and stuff like that, and I couldn't eat, right? So it was still like I fought through it, right? And it didn't take me anywhere. It did not, right? But while I was laying on this couch right behind me, I was like, you know what? This is not going to be the end. This is not going to be the end because I did 30 days of that. Now let's do exercise, right? So I am now on a new challenge for March through April 17th, right? I'll give you guys the update in probably May, okay, of how that goes. And honestly, guys, I've been doing it I'm on day 13. And I think I'm on day 13 or 14. And you guys, if I turn to the side, I might disappear. I cannot wait to tell you guys what I'm doing. And oh my God, but you guys will start seeing it in the videos just slowly. Slowly, you're going to see Miss Ma'am is slim, Miss Ma'am is tiny, Miss Ma'am is petite. All right? I will. So you guys keep an eye out for that video, which I will update you guys probably the first week of May. So keep an eye out for that because this is working. This is seriously working, and I'm so excited because at the current way I'm at right now, excuse the arms. Yes, the arms still show that I love to eat. That's fine. The arms are not my issue, right? The issue is the back rolls, right? The issue is the back rolls and my abs. Those are the things that I want to work on. Everything else, girl, stay the same. Change. Hey, I still want my nyash. Please don't disappear. I still want my nyash, okay? That's the one. People go and lay on a table to receive nyash like this. It best not disappear. It best not disappear. So yeah, you guys keep an eye out for that challenge. Unfortunately, the Ramadan challenge did not do that great for me. And I've honestly, here, let me give you guys a little snippet of what to expect, right? So I've kind of continued the Ramadan diet while I'm doing this challenge to kind of enhance the results, which I think is the main reason why I'm seeing big results. I'm seeing big results, right? And I'm not as strict on myself, right? For example, the other day I was with my coworkers and we had lunch. So they said, let's go to Chili's and have some lunch. And I said, I'm not going to eat. But when I got there, I ate. Because honestly, the Ramadan is not the challenge. The new challenge is the challenge. But I want to maintain the Ramadan diet because honestly, going through it in a month kind of has become now a lifestyle in a sense, right? Where I'm trying to push myself to continue it, especially while I'm doing this challenge, but I'm not restricting myself as much, right? If I'm in a setting and there's food around and you go ahead, girl, have a good time. Just don't do too much, okay? Because if you do too much, we'll see where we go, right? And I do not want to be disappointed again, right? So you guys, let me know what you guys think about this diet. Would you try it out? The only restrictions is that you can only eat at sunset. And here's the thing that makes this a little harder right now because we're going into summertime. The sun sets a little later. When we first started this challenge, the sun was set at 6:23, right? 6:23, 6:24. Right now, as I'm filming this, the sun sets at 6:45. So slowly every day it got pushed further and further back. And I think that's why I was so accustomed to like not eating right away because I knew that it had been pushed back. So sometimes to distract myself, I would work on something that distract myself by editing, whatever it may be. Okay. So I hope this video kind of give you an insight on how like not all diets work for everybody and how you can commit to something and not get what you want. But it doesn't mean give up. That just means what's another thing that you could do to still get the results you need. Right? Because if I was so discouraged if I was discouraged and said, you know what, all this was for nothing and then just go back to my ways, I would still be there. But because I was like, but no, you did it. You actually spent 30 days where you did not eat while the sun was out. That is like an accomplishment because it's discipline. It's showing the effects of discipline, right? Which is what pushed me into this next challenge that I'm currently in right now, where I'm seeing results because that discipline continues. Okay? Well, anyways, guys, summer is only 2 months. I asked Siri. Hold on. When is sunset?
Sunset will be at 6:48 p.m. today.
That's not what I meant to ask. I just ask him every day, so that's accustomed to. Okay, let me ask him the right question. When is summer?
Summer begins the 21st of June and ends the 22nd of September.
We got 2 months, okay? April, May. You ain't got no more time. I don't want you May 25th trying to make a change because summer is June 21st, right? Do it now. Make the change now. Because by the time summer is here, you be ready. Because you're going to see me. No, you're going to be mad. You're going to be sick of me. Sick of me. And this is just a warning, okay? Because people are already sick of me now. Imagine when this waist is tinier. Imagine when this waist... Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, right? Hopefully it was helpful. Do something to invest in yourself and your future goals, okay? Because this is what this is all about. We want to progress. There's so many things going on in the world. Let's at least take some time to take care of ourselves, you know? Because sometimes we get distracted by everything and forget to take care of who's most important, and that is us, right? So I hope this video was informative. I know it was entertaining. But I'll see you guys next time.